with the Supreme Court. The people have ruined more women's lives than eyebrow plucking. Today, they took on a historic case to decide whether every child born in the United States is automatically an American citizen, even kids with annoying names like Grayson or Portabella. And it's a very tricky question because on the one hand, it's been enshrined in the Constitution for 125 years, but on the other hand, Donald Trump doesn't like it. So, scales of justice. And Trump is taking this case very personally.
I'm outside of the Supreme Court in Washington, where President Trump has become the first sitting president to attend oral arguments at the Supreme Court.
Well, that makes sense. Trump heard they'd be doing oral and was like, I'm in. Or maybe he was just hoping to influence the justices. He's doing this thing with John Roberts or this thing to Clarence Thomas. Unfortunately for Trump, he's not a great legal scholar, so he probably thought a Supreme Court argument was going to be like this.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
When actually it was more like this.
Is the application of that general rule limited only to the situations that they had in mind when they adopted the general rule, or do we say they adopted a general rule, they meant for that to apply to later applications that might come up?
Okay, there is no way Donald Trump was still awake at that point. Isn't this... No way. I mean, isn't this the guy who fell asleep at his own criminal trial? Now, if you're wondering why birthright citizenship is such a big problem for Trump, yesterday he explained that it's all about devious people exploiting it as a loophole.
Chinese billionaires or billionaires from other countries who all of a sudden have 75 children or 59 children in one case or 10 children becoming American citizens.
Okay, big difference between 75 and 10. 10 is Mormon, 75 is a spider. Also, counterpoint, have you seen America's test scores? We need as many Chinese kids as we can get. Please, bring them on. Gotta cheat off someone. But that's actually a fair point, okay? Foreign billionaires shouldn't be able to just buy their way into citizenship. Finally, we agree on something.
For $5 million, this could be yours. A gold card. For $5 million, you buy a path to citizenship in this country.
See, that's weird. So Trump says he opposes birthright citizenship because he doesn't want rich people to buy their way into America, but at the same time, he wants rich people to buy their way into America. It's almost as if he's bringing up billionaires for a completely disingenuous reason, and there's some other group of people that he wants to stop from becoming citizens. Gosh, what group am I thinking of? Sorry, that was just my reminder to turn my ringer off. Anyway, I guess we'll never know. But let's move on from birthright citizenship because the president has another court case to worry about.
Tonight, a federal judge putting the brakes on construction of President Trump's $400 million ballroom, declaring the president of the United States is the steward of the White House for future generations of first families. He is not, however, the owner.
It was a 35-page ruling, and it was quite extraordinary in its writing. It had 19 exclamation points.
19 exclamation points? Who was the judge? Me writing a work email? The court demands an immediate halt in construction, but no worries if not, exclamation point, sideways smiley face. I'm sorry, Donald Trump, it looks like your precious ballroom is over. There is no way around this, no loopholes here.
The judge does allow that they can finish up projects so that they don't leave the site unsafe.
Oh. Well, sure. Yeah, of course you have to patch up the site to make it safe. I mean, what if Kristi Noem's husband tripped and fell and popped his enormous titties? It's very dangerous. But aside from that tiny safety loophole, the judge was clear. You are not allowed to build the ballroom. It's over. Even you can't talk your way into saying that this is somehow a positive for you.
This is positive for us. I'm allowed, meaning we are allowed to continue building as necessary to, let's see, what is that? To cover the safety and security of the White House and its grounds. So it says here very carefully, the safety and security have to be protected of the White House grounds. Well, that's what we're doing because everything's bulletproof glass, et cetera, including the ballroom.
Son of a bitch. The judge said no ballroom, and President Amelia Bedelia took that to mean the judge is begging us to build that ballroom. By the way, bulletproof, et cetera, what was the et cetera?
It's bulletproof and it's ballistic proof. The roof is drone proof. We have secure air handling systems. We have a hospital and very major medical facilities. We have bio defense. We have bomb shelters.
Okay, this is intense for a ballroom. Might I suggest if the ballroom starts experiencing ballistic assault, maybe we just cancel the ball? No worries if not, exclamation point, hug emoji. The worst part of all this is that this ballroom isn't even his only DIY project. He's also starting a new one in Florida.
We're getting our first look at what President Trump's presidential library could look like. The president posted the video on social media showing renderings of a skyscraper in Miami, with no surprise, Trump's name on it.
Huh. Interesting library. Has Donald Trump ever seen a library before? Because this just looks like one of his hotels, but it's his library, right? Not a hotel.
It's going to be most likely a hotel. Could be office, but it's most likely going to be a hotel.
What a fitting monument to President Trump, a hotel parading as a presidential library where you can honor his legacy by cheating on your wife in the Ashley Madison suite. Guess what? All the suites are Ashley Madison. Look, I know Trump doesn't do anything in the traditional way, whether it's governing or standing, but Trump, don't you want that classic presidential library or museum?
I don't believe in building libraries or museums.
Reminder, this is him announcing that he is building a library and museum. And he's like, I don't trust museums. All the little guys come to life at night and make you learn history. Honestly, this sounds like one of the worst ideas Trump has ever had, which is not very easy. I mean, I can't think of a single good thing about this building.
I wouldn't start it till I'm out of office.
Wait, you wouldn't start until you're out of office? Mr. President, we need this library that is mostly a hotel as soon as possible. You know what? You should leave office and start building it right now. We can't wait a second longer. In fact, you might even need help. Bring JD with you. He can supervise. And yes, we are losing your administration, but we are gaining so much more in hotel-brary. No worries if not. Fingers crossed emoji. But the Trump Hotel is still just a twinkle in Trump's eye. For now, his main focus is on that ballroom, if he can overcome all the legal obstacles. But good news, help may be on the way.
Has this ever happened to you? You smashed up the east wing of a historic building and started building a ballroom no one asked for because you really like having balls and you need a ballroom to room your ball? Then you need ball and ball law. I dedicated my career to ballroom law. That was a mistake. But don't let my poor career choices stop you from getting justice. This is America. You have the right to demolish anything you want and build a ballroom in its place. Who's to say the Statue of Liberty shouldn't be the Ballroom of Liberty? Mount Rushmore? More like Mount Ballroom. Goodbye, Baltimore. Hello, Ballroom Tamar. You need us, and we need this case. Please, I have so much debt. Ballroom law school is like 10 times the cost of regular law school. Because every classroom is a ballroom. Why? Call 1-800-BALLROOM today. If you're a debt collector, I'm not here right now.